Hi everyone, you guys asked in my last video to do a hair routine and a hair, just how I do my hair. So I went ahead and filmed that for you guys. I felt like I couldn't do a different video before I did that one. So this is that video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna have a totally non-makeup face, hair just washed face. I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye. Okay, so right before you blow dry, this is a good time to brush out your hair if you have really knotted hair like I do, just because blow drying it can sometimes make it more knotted, in my opinion. So I like to kind of, you don't have to brush it out fully, but just a little bit, just so it's sort of easier. And also, by the way, the Moroccan oil has really helped my hair to get a little bit straighter even when I don't curl it. Meaning like just when I just blow dry it, my hair has gotten a lot straighter over time using Moroccan oil. So if you guys have that really curly hair that you want to straighten out and just look more natural and look better straightened without having to like use a flat iron every time, you guys should definitely give it a try. So I'm just going to turn this on. It's going to be loud, but I will probably voice over this part. So the most important part about this is that when you're blow drying, you want to blow dry directly into the roots of the area that you have sprayed the root boost in. That's going to give you the fluff, that's going to give you the volume that you want. So you definitely want to get those areas specifically and spend a little bit more time on that before you do everything else. Also, for the purposes of this video, I didn't blow dry my hair upside down like I normally would, but that also definitely helps to add volume and give you a much more voluminous look altogether. So you can definitely do that if you want to. And then after I've gotten like the areas that I've sprayed the root boost in, I don't go in a particular order after that. It's more just about going everywhere. I like to focus on behind my head, like the areas that are inside and sort of hidden, because you don't want that to stay wet, as well as the tips and the bottom of my hair as well, because that tends to hold a lot more water and stay that way for a while. It's easier, I feel, to blow dry the tops of your hair than it is the bottom of your hair. So I just finished blow drying my hair, and this is what it looks like. I did get it cut a little while ago, so it is a lot shorter than you guys are used to seeing, but in my last video where you guys asked for me to do this tutorial, it was this length. So what I like to do then is, I honestly don't have a science to doing this, to curling my hair, just because I kind of like it messy. If you guys like it to be super perfect, then this is definitely probably not the tutorial for you. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and just pin up the top section of my hair. And I got this clip from Medusa's Heirlooms in New York like a few years ago, and I really love it. I don't know, it's not that special, but it just really holds my hair well, because I have a lot of hair, and this is the only clip that actually manages to hold it all together. Then I'm going to be using my Nume 3-in-1 curler. So there are 3 of these wands that I can interchange, but I like to use this one. I want to say this is the 1-inch. And this is going to 180 degrees Celsius. That's very hot, but for my thick hair, that's definitely imperative. That's why I like this wand, because it does get that hot. Most wands don't. And you can see in the little dial that it's getting hotter, and you can kind of see like to what degree. And you can move these up and down to change it to whatever works for your hair. If you've got really silky, thin hair, then you probably don't need it to get that hot. And the second it says 180, you're good to go. So then what I do is I take small sections of my hair. I have a lot of layers, you guys, as you guys can see. Do you see all that? So much shorter than the rest of my hair. But I like to do it together. That helps me get that messy beach wave look. If you do every layer separately, you're going to get a much more proper sort of ringlet curl look, and that's not what I'm going for. So I just take my hair in sections like this. I just took this one part, and I'm not even looking to see what types of layers are on there. You're going to hold this downward, and you're going to curl this around. Be very careful. This does come with a glove if you need it. Now at this point I've used it so much I don't need it anymore. But you kind of hold the bottom out like that. Wands are just, I think they're better because, one, the heat is a lot more in most wands, but also because you don't get that clipped look on the bottom, which regular curling irons do give you, so I really do prefer them. So I hold this for about 10 seconds or so, then I let it go. And that is what that curl looks like. And then I'm going to pull this up, take a different section of my hair, and go ahead and curl that. The nice thing about wands too is you can do a lot thicker sections of hair while, you know, still getting a curl out of it, which I feel like regular curling irons don't do. So I'm taking smaller ones for right now, but you guys will see in a second when I do take larger ones on the top section of my hair. And it really does, you know, still work well. So we've got 2. I'm not even trying to do anything to them right now. I'm gonna go ahead and run my fingers through it and stuff at the very end. I'm wearing a maxi dress, by the way, from Abercrombie, if you guys want to know. I put this up on my Instagram and I feel like everybody wanted to know where it was from. It's not the exact one as that Instagram picture, but it's very similar. So I ended up getting 2 like pretty similar ones. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this on the other side of my head, curl it, same thing. And just hold this downward. You can hold it upward, but I find that a lot more uncomfortable. This is a lot easier in my opinion. This is going to give you that Kardashian sort of beach wave, sexier hair. And I just love that. And I'm taking this, what was left over. And just like that, you guys are going to go ahead and do the rest of your hair. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out the back portion. And what I really just do is just pull it to either side and curl it that way. And then I will show you guys how I do my top section. So I've gone ahead and done the rest of my head, and you guys can see what it looks like here. I've pulled all my hair to the front so you guys can see that it's all done. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hold all of my hair just like this really quickly while I let this down. And I'm going to go ahead and clip this up. Just because since this curling iron is going to give you that sort of messy look, it's harder to kind of tell what's done and what isn't when you have all your hair together. So I like to do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and just part my hair the way that I want it to be parted. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this again. And this is where I'm going to take larger sections because I think for the top layer it looks better to have more natural looking curls. So I took such a large section right here and curling it around. And also for this one, you want to hold this away from the root because I've noticed the closer you hold it to the root, and the more hair you get from the root area, your hair is going to look kind of flat, and I don't want that. So right now you can see like how each section is kind of like its own little section, but when you run your hands through it, of course that won't be the case anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the right side. You guys can see what's happened right here. I'm going to keep that down. And because of layers, if you see any like random strands like that kind of falling out, just grab them and try to hold them closer. And that's pretty much it from this side. I did all the other parts. And then what I like to do is keep my curling wand on just in case there's something that I want to curl more. You guys can see how that's been done. And I go ahead and let everything down, sort of place my hair the way that I want it to be. I'll plump it up. You can kind of see how you did, and if you feel like you want to curl some more sections, your curling iron is still hot, you can do that. But this is the way that I like it. It looks perfect to me, just the way that I usually do it. So I usually leave it. And I know that this section always tends to get out like that, but also what you can easily do is just clip it back like that to give you more of like a you know, like sweetheart sort of look. It's totally up to you. I like to keep it down because I like the messy look. But that is pretty much it for this. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the back of my head as well. So you guys can see that. So I hope you guys can see all the curls that there are everywhere. And another good option too is that there are grooming creams that you can get. I used to have one from Bumble & Bumble, which I don't anymore, but I've done a video on it before. So if you guys wanted to look a little bit neater, you would just take the grooming cream, apply it to the bottoms, kind of pull your hair together, because that way each curl that you gave it is going to stay together, as opposed to sort of mix everything else. It's totally up to you guys what sort of look you're going for. But that is pretty much it for this tutorial, you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and show you guys everything else. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions or comments, definitely post down below as always, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Bye! Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions or comments, definitely post down below as always, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Bye!